Hi, Kristen.
Hi, Phillip.
And welcome to Desert Mountain Fine Art. We're so excited to have your work here. You've already been finding collectors and moving into people's homes.
Yes.
It's exciting for you, I bet?
It's nerve-wracking and exciting and all those good things, yes.
Well, it's so wonderful. I mean, I've had a number of photographers mention that the shots you take are not places where they would necessarily have thought to stop and take a photo.
Yes.
Or like images. So, and I just love your images.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about, I mean, is there a reason you stop where you stop and you tell what you tell, or?
When I'm walking down a path or see a fence line, there's just something that, if it draws me in, I'm hoping it draws in a viewer.
Yeah.
Or like, I want to go down that path. I want to follow that line, and where's it end up at? Yeah. That's what I look for. Those little things that catch my eye.
Yeah. Well, it shows in your pieces. There's, like this path here. I mean, I feel like now, what time of day was this when you took that?
Early morning.
Early morning?
Early morning.
Do you feel like, as you're finding these moments, I'd say, that you capture, and then, I mean, obviously you take a lot more pictures than you publish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How do you, as you're in that editing phase, like, how is it that you say, wow, that's the shot?
As I'm going through them on the computer screen, you look for the one that makes you stop again. There's probably a half dozen, if not more, of these on my screen, but just something, the way the light hit the back reflections in there and the fog that was coming off the hot springs, that was the one that nailed it for me. The fence line, I've got this thing for leading lines, and the fence line.
Composition on this is so classically that Z composition.
And we were driving down the freeway in Montana and stop, hit the brakes, duck and roll out the car with camera, and initially I was looking the other way, and the mountains in the background caught my eye. And there's this very small rainbow, if you can't see.
Yeah, I see that.
And that's what caught my attention.
Yeah.
The very small rainbow at the very end of the field.
You know, that's such a great lesson. I think so many of us get on the road and we never even look. You know, it's all you see is the double white line or the double yellow.
Waiting for the destination.
Yeah, or you're stressed about life. I think that's one of the things I love about your work, is it's such a reminder that if we can just live in the moment, that there's so much beauty to be seen.
Before I started taking this much more seriously, I would, you drive past that old schoolhouse, you drive past that little thing you always see, and since in the last few years of taking this much more seriously and wanting to pursue it more, when you see that light, when you see that moment, stop.
Is there a lot that goes into the editing, like to get, or do you leave it pretty raw? I
am fairly simple in my editing. I don't go into, I try to keep it as my eye captured it, as I saw what made me stop. Yeah. And I think if I do too much editing, add too much saturation, it takes away for the image for me. It's not what I remember that moment as.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I do feel like you capture such a moment, and people have been resonating with your work so much.
Yay.
I mean, it's so exciting. It's a kindred spirit. Apparently, you have a lot of kindred spirits in Scottsdale.
Oh, good.
That are even willing to support your dreams.
Yay.
Well, thank you all for visiting Desert Mountain Fine Art. Come see Kristen Kabrin's work, and, well, bring it home if you can.
Yeah. Thank you.